Prayers.
Almighty God, who in thy wisdom and goodness has appointed the officers of rulers and parliaments for the welfare of society and just government of men, we beseech thee to behold with thy abundant favor us, thy servants, whom thou hast been pleased to call to the performance of important trusts in this land. Let thy blessing descend upon us here in this house assembled. Grant us that we may treat and consider all matters that shall come under our deliberation in so just and faithful a manner to promote thy honor and glory, to advance the peace, prosperity, and welfare of this country and of those whose interests thou hast committed to our church. Amen. Please be seated.
Collection and approval of records of votes of proceedings and proceedings of the National Assembly sitting of Monday, 19 September 2022.
Honorable members, the record of votes and proceedings of the National Assembly sitting of Monday, 19 September 2022 is before us for consideration and adoption. Can any honorable member please move that the said records of votes and proceedings be considered and adopted? Any honorable member? Member for Nyanija.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Good morning. I rise to move that the records of votes and proceedings of the National Assembly sitting of Monday, 19 September 2022 be considered and adopted.
Honorable members, any seconder? Honorable member for Foni Kansala.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise to second the motion.
Thank you. Honorable members, it has been moved and seconded that the record of votes and proceedings of the National Assembly sitting of Monday, 19th September 2022 be considered and adopted. Any observations, comments that members may now want to make on it? We will proceed. We now look at it page by page as usual. I think you all have the copies. We look at it page by page, beginning with page 1. Honorable member for Bakau.
Page 1, number 3, where you have correction and approval of record of votes and proceedings of the National Assembly sittings of Wednesday, the 19th, instead the 12th. Monday, the 19th. Yes.
Honorable members. No, that one was actually referring to the 12th. That one was actually referring to the proceedings of the 12th. Any further comments on page 1? Now we move to page 2. Any comments? Page 2. It's a list of honorable members in attendance. We now move to page 3.
The column where the members
Who?
Baji.
Banjul North.
No, Talinding.
Talinding.
Yes.
Okay.
Where the members absent without permission is read the following members were absent without permission, not was absent. Members with S,
Yes. Yes. Honorable members, you've noted that where you have the following members, the following member was absent, should read the following members were absent without permission. Yes, minority and member for the
Yeah,
chairman.
just one clarification on members absent with permission and without permission. How that was determined, I came across somebody's notification on the page, but the name appear on the without permission. That is Lamin J. Sani.
Yeah, honorable member, minority. I think the one with permission or without permission, I said it yesterday, it's only the speaker that can grant you permission not to come to parliament. That will be decided. I have told the table office, and those things will be corrected. Equally, I have said members can come and go or refuse to come to parliament on particular days. There are a number of days that you cannot absent yourself continuously from. But then on the records, so far the speaker has not granted you permission, then it means you were absent without permission. For those that were granted permission by the speaker, it will be noted that they were granted permission by the, they were not in attendance and were granted permission. Yes, can you have a follow-up question from minority and then member for?
Yeah, that came yesterday. Prior to yesterday, there was a norm that notification on absenteeism is put on a page. I said that was yesterday. Prior to that ruling, there was a norm of notification of being absent to be put on the page. And I'm trying to note that there is a case of a member who put that notification on the page and the name falls under absent without permission.
If I understand you, minority, prior to yesterday's discussions, you said there is a norm that justifications are those that are posted on the page. Am I right? So you going by, you now want to find out how these things happen. Yeah, that one, let's get explanation. But what I'm saying is,
yeah, just point of correction. I think specifically, I'm not trying to find out how that decision came. I'm saying prior to that decision, there was a norm, and somebody put that notification on the page. That is to say, the norm that had been taking place, the passing followed that due process. And then if anything should come after, I think should not capture that particular passing.
yeah, what I'm saying is, you are saying the norm before, it was the following members who were absent does not follow it. And what brought about the change? I think that should be that's your concern. Am I right?
That's not the case. I'm not saying that's what brought about the change. I'm saying that yesterday, the ruling came yesterday that this is going to be the position. But I'm saying, prior to that, there was a case where a member put the notification. So I want to believe that particular position should not affect that particular one.
Honorable member, I have now got to your point. I think it has been the norm that when you post in the page, it is accepted that you are granted permission not to attend. And those who have not done it are those who are absent without permission. And up to yesterday, that was the norm. And then what happened to those people who, prior to yesterday's decision, that was the norm, what happens to them? We will leave them as it is. We are going to leave them as people who were granted permission at the time. You know, from the ruling, we now changing. That would now be determined between us. Probably, I may also give him criteria to say that if this and this happens on the page, they must say this and this. If that has happened, then they can be granted permission. We will come to that finalization. On page 3, yes? Yeah, on page 3. We move to page 4. Member for Sani Mentoring.
Good morning, Honorable Speaker, and thank you very much for giving me the floor. On page 4, where you have Honorable Alfuseni Sisi, member for SAME, that the Assembly considered and approved the records of votes and proceedings for the sittings of Monday. It should be past tense. It should be considered and approved instead of consider and approve. Thank you.
Yes.
Yes, please. It's the first paragraph.
The first sentence on page 4.
Yes, please.
She is saying, Honorable Alfuseni Sisi, member for SAME,
That the Assembly considered. It either has to be that the Assembly do consider or the Assembly considered.
I don't know. I don't know what you want to say here.
Honorable Speaker, if it should remain the same, then two should be added, I guess.
Honorable member.
Thank you. I just want to say that it shouldn't be in the past tense because it's a motion he's trying to raise to move. So basically, what you can have there, as his right said, do, but it shouldn't be in the past tense.
Honorable Speaker, observation.
I am saying it shouldn't be in the past tense. The way it is okay, unless you want to use the language of standing order, do consider. But consider, it should not be there. It should be consider.
Honorable Speaker, observation.
That's what I mean, two should be added.
Honorable nominated member.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. I just want to observe the ruling that took place yesterday. Yeah, because most of the members cannot get access to you, so in case you are in sitting.
Honorable member, can we clear this one and then you come to that?
Proceed, okay.
Can we just clear the issue of this language issue? Can we? Page 3, let's read it from the last paragraph.
It's page 4, Honorable Speaker.
It's page 4.
Go back to page 3, and then we read from the last paragraph on page 3, and continue to page 4. Honorable Ali Ubalde, member for Jara West, moved the first motion and was seconded by Honorable Seni Jawara, member for Lower Salum, and Honorable Keba Jallo, member for Jala Central. And Honorable Keba Jallo, member for Jara Central, moved the second motion and was seconded by Honorable Alfuseni Sisi, member for SAME, that the Assembly do consider, that the Assembly consider and approve the records of votes and proceedings for the sittings of this. Yes.
Thank you very much, Speaker. The only correction here on page 3 is the capital N, A-N-D. And on page 4, it's okay the way it's drafted. Yeah, it's correct.
Any honorable member who has a different opinion? Woolly East? Pardon? You have the same opinion.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I'm just appealing if you can explain to the August Assembly how we are going to channel that medium of communication through your office, because sometimes we may be on the way and emergency may occur. We could not be able to get to you if you are in session. Thank you.
Sorry. I think that the channel of communication will be communicated. We may come to an amicable one. But whatever it takes, it cannot just be that you just put something in a page only and you are granted permission. Members have a right to not to attend. But if you are to be granted permission, they have to get a format and an organized mechanism that will be suitable to all of us. Member for...
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, what the Honorable nominated member is raising is a valid point. I don't think, as you stated earlier on, you discuss among yourself and come up with something. This is a rule that guides us. And I believe, I'm looking through my standing order, as far as attendance is concerned or permissions are concerned, I haven't seen any clause that deals with that. I think it will be befitting for standing order committee to look at this issue and let it be reflected in our standing order.
Honorable member, even the...
That's my observation.
Honorable member, it's only the speaker who can grant permission for people not attending. There is no ambiguity about that. And we want to make it uniform and we want to make it easy. Whatever comes out, you cannot say somebody else is going to give permission. So, we will make sure that we have something in place that's convenient to all of us.
Much. The member rose to that your legal backings. Clause 8. In any case where matters are not expressly provided by the standing order, any question or procedure or shall be decided by the speaker. So entirely, these are the discretion to make sure that you give. Thank you.
Honorable member, but what I'm saying is, permissions, whether stated or not stated, if you go to the relevant provisions in the Constitution, you'll find it there. Yes, honorable member.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker, for giving me the floor. Just about your ruling, sending information to the main WhatsApp page, that is not official. What I've seen the National Assembly, it has become a settled practice here. National Assembly sends so many official correspondence to the page. So if one want to seek for permission and send information to the page, it's not official. I don't understand that, please. Thank you very much.
Don't confuse practice and what is right or legal. So let's just abandon it. It may be a practice, but I am not denying that. All right, we will have the last one on this particular issue so that we can proceed.
Yes, thank you very much.
A member for Upper Shalom.
Yes, thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. I think the issue of getting permission from the Speaker is actually contained in the National Assembly Service Act. If you go in there, you will actually see what members are supposed to do when they want to be absent from the Parliament, not the standing order. But if you go to the National Assembly Service Act of 2022, it's going to be it's clear. And even the Constitution also is clear, yeah, not the standing orders.
Honorable member, I think I've made it very clear. It is our common interest, mutual interest, that we have the best that is convenient for all of us and is legal and proper that will guide us all. So I don't know what is the problem. So please, can we go to page 5? You have more on page 4? Yeah, we have just completed page 4. Honorable member for Woodley East.
Thank you, Honorable. Honorable Speaker, when you go to where you have tribute,
as the caption. The third sentence, it says delivered tribute statements. So I think we just said delivered statements in honor of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. Because tribute condolence is already in the caption. But tribute statements appears to be very funny. Then if you go on the motion, while you have the following members debated, instead of debated, we say took part in the debate. The following members took part in the debate on the motion. That'll be better.
Honorable members, you've noted the observations made. Paragraph 3, that the third line, become or not respectively delivered tribute statements, delivered tributes in honor of Her Majesty. Huh? And then where you have 4, motion, the following members took part in the debate. Yes, member for Busumbala.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, for giving me the floor. Honorable Speaker, I believe we have competent clerks, in this assembly. So we leave these technical grammars to be handled by the clerk, so that, we can proceed with other business of the day. For example, members debated on the motion and members took part in debate of the motion. To me, we have competent clerks to take care of those things. We proceed with the other business of the day. Thank you.
Honorable member, you see, the whole process is for members to own the report. The secretariat, that the service people, they try to capture what you have done. And then it is us now who are going to say, no, this one is that way or that way, until we agree and we own it and then we adopt it. It's not, we cannot just leave it to the secretariat, however good they may be. We still have to look at it and coin it to our own taste, and that's what we have. That's what we mean, and that's what we said.
Honorable Speaker.